Hydrogen Offshore Production Project, or the HOP project, looks to prove decentralised hydrogen production at scale that can start addressing some of our energy challenges as we move towards the 2050 climate change targets.
We are in really interesting times with climate change. Hydrocarbons are at the centre of what might be seen as part of the problem, but there's a great opportunity to make them part of the solution.
The importance of this programme is identifying the network that exists, and given that the oil industry is looking at decommissioning so much and the cost involved in that, there's an opportunity to mitigate that cost and repurpose the assets and the transportation of oil and gas with hydrogen production.
So the project fundamentally breaks down into three different areas. We spent some time looking at all the technologies available to produce hydrogen. That was the technology review aspect. Then we took those technologies and applied them to real-world concepts and feasibility to do a market analysis and really understand where these technologies could be applied offshore. In parallel, we established what we call the Hydrogen Hub in Orkney, and this is a test centre that's really going to accelerate the technologies from where they are now, potentially available for commercial use onshore, to being able to be deployed in the offshore environment.
It's all about decarbonisation, isn't it? It's so to make the North Sea more viable for the long term. You know, we mentioned floater, but to make the whole North Sea more viable for the long term, we have to decarbonise. We have to decarbonise as a world, as a globe. And this is one of the options.
So hydrogen will be a displacement for some of the electricity. If you think of it as a molecule or electron, how we get our energy. Europe as a whole requires a huge amount of hydrogen over the next 20 to 30 years in order to achieve its net zero commitments. We have to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels for transportation, energy generation, etc. Hydrogen has a really important role across Europe, in the UK and also globally.
We up in Orkney have a constrained environment where we generate a lot of electricity, but they can't export it and they can't use it. So we are trying up there to develop a hydrogen economy. The first part of that is to bring in hydrogen electrolysis and actually produce the hydrogen. The second half of that will be to actually the demand side and get more users of hydrogen, because that's obviously another part of the equation. So we are trying to take some of that experience and knowledge and pass it into the team here and help them develop the right solution for the North Sea.
Hydrogen is really important for the UK. For us to have energy security, for us to have greater diversity across our energy mix, we require more hydrogen to be produced, but it has to be produced in a clean growth way. So without the carbon dioxide emissions, we have to think about how we sequester them if we're going to use steam methane reforming, which is currently how we produce the bulk of hydrogen. So it's really important, quite challenging, and we have to think of ways very creatively about how we could utilise offshore infrastructure to help solve that problem.